So I'm gonna try to do a feather stick with this. I'm gonna try to use my axe. I don't know if it's sharp enough yet, or I don't know if it's sharp enough, but we're gonna give it a try. So the shavings that I got off using my axe they're fairly coarse, and so I think it'll work, but I might have to go back and do that again with my knife so that I can get these a little finer, but we'll give it a try. I've already got some dry kindling there. There we go. The humidity here is so high that these little fine fuels, it's better to try to start a fire in the afternoon because they dry out over the day. At night, the humidity comes up and they soak up a lot of that moisture. So I can see some fish in the creek, and I'm gonna try to make a little jig or a streamer really, and do something called tenkara fishing. I've never done this before, so we're gonna see how it turns out. If I can get that eye up through there. All right, so I'm just gonna try to melt this a little bit. Oh, let me see here. Looks okay. Give that a try. I just caught this fish and I forgot to press record. Damn it! That's no BS. I did see right over there on the other side of the current, I saw a fairly good sized fish. I think it was a bass a little bit earlier. Line's not quite long enough. Oh, yes! Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Woo! Yes! Lunch. That is freaking awesome. See, I told you I wasn't BSing. Let's go have some lunch. So these are the growing ends of the common greenbrier, and there are tons of them in these woods right now in the spring, and they're good. You can eat them raw, obviously, but I think what I'm gonna do is put them in kind of a stew that I'm gonna make with the skeletons and the heads of these fish when I'm done, and so I'll get 2 meals out of this. So I was gonna just let the fire burn down the coals and just put the fish right on the coals, and I've done that many times and it works just fine. You don't scale them, don't skin them, anything, just let it burn down and throw them right on the coals. But I wanted to try something a little bit different just for the heck of it, and so I'm gonna try to make like a fish basket. All right, so I went and cut a bunch of little red maple branches, and then while I was out, I found a bunch of greenbrier growing points on the greenbriers, and they're really good. Limber it up a little bit. I like it. I'll let those things cool down a little bit. Ugh, that's really hot. That's good stuff. So in this head, there's a lot of fat in the eyes and the brain, and so it's what I'm gonna make my part of my stew with. I'm just gonna scrape the majority of the really burnt scales and stuff off of it, and then in with the greenbriers. Now I'm going to use, I think the best use for this stuff is a deadfall, or a couple of deadfalls for coons, because there's lots of coons around here. I'm just going to cover that so it'll boil up a little faster. Where you at? Oh, he's unhappy with me. A little cardinal back there. He's disgruntled that I found his nest. That's been simmering for about half an hour. Actually smells pretty good. So while I'm waiting on my stew to cool, I thought I'd try to make a little tripod stool and with a woven seat, and I don't know, I'm not sure what the best way to weave it is, but we're gonna try to figure it out. So I've got these are just some of the tops from the shelter, from the trees that we cut for the shelter. All right, gotta figure out how to weave something up here. What I'm thinking is to put a strap connecting and making a triangle, and then I've got a real long wide piece over there, and just kind of start it here, wrap it, come here, wrap here, and then just like work inward from that. But to make this first tie together thing work, I think I'm gonna have to cut some notches in the bottom of these so that it'll have a place to sit. Otherwise, I think it's just gonna slide down when I sit on it. So Alright, so I've never done this before, so I really have no idea what I'm doing, but I think this, I'm actually gonna tie it off first. I like it. Fish head and green brier stew. Mmm. It's actually not bad. Needs a little salt. I like, almost like green beans. Kind of like green beans slash asparagus. You can see the oil that came out of these fish heads beaded up on the top of this. That's good stuff right there. Mmm. Put that in the trap bait pile. Oops. Get a spacer and do that.